So this video is about the heat transfer between the fluids separated by the solid cylindrical wall. So in the heat transfer, when the arrangement is like this, that is two fluids, hot fluid and cold fluid, are separated by the solid wall. And in that case we have to find separated by any divider, then we have to calculate the rate of heat transfer between the two fluids. So that is the value of Q. So why it is necessary? In order to design heat exchanger for line sizing in almost all application, in almost all cases we have to find out the rate of heat transfer between the two fluids. And to determine the rate of heat transfer between the two fluids, it is necessary to determine the value of U, that is the value of overall heat transfer coefficient. Then only we can find out the value of overall rate of heat transfer. Now when the arrangement is like this, ऐसी arrangement होती है जैसे hot fluid and cold fluid are separated by the flat solid wall. In this geometry, the area for the heat transfer is constant in the direction of the heat flow, and we can easily calculate the area for heat transfer as this is a simple flat solid wall. So it is easy to determine the area of this wall, and hence it is a little bit easier to determine the value of Q in this case. In our previous video, we have derived the formula for this kind of arrangement, and that is Q is equal to UA T1 minus T4, that is Q is equal to UA delta T, where the value of U is this. Now, but in practical applications in chemical industry, it is not so common case. That is, it is ऐसी arrangement ज़्यादा मिलती नहीं है chemical industry में. But पर ये important है to understand these concepts and learn this, as it is the basic for the further arrangements that are practically available in the chemical industry. मतलब केमिकल इंडस्ट्री में जिस टाइप के अरेंजमेंट के लिए हमें Q और U की वैल्यू डिटरमाइन करनी होती है, वो डिटरमाइन करने के लिए या वो इक्वेशंस डिराइव करने के लिए हमें ये कंसेप्ट सीखना बहुत जरूरी है. That's why we have studied this concept in our previous video, and we have calculated these we have derived these two equations for this kind of arrangement, that is when hot fluid and cold fluid are separated by the flat solid wall. So this is the common case in the generally found in the chemical industry, this kind of arrangement, that is two fluids, hot fluid and a cold fluid, are separated by the cylindrical wall. That is two concentric, you can see over here, that is two concentric pipes are there, and hot fluid is flowing inside the inner pipe and cold fluid is flowing in the outer pipe. I hope you are getting this arrangement. And in this case, one more thing is to note over here, that the hot fluid is a flow, as arrow indicates over here, that hot fluid is a flowing from left to right, and also the cold fluid is flowing from left to right, that is from this direction to this direction. That is, here the flow is co-current, that is hot fluid and cold fluid are flowing in the same direction. आई होप आपको ये अरेंजमेंट समझ आई है. और अब नाउ वी विल मूव टू द नोटेशंस ऑफ दिस अरेंजमेंट, that is here the Ri is the inner radius of the inner pipe. You can see in more detail in this cross sectional view of this arrangement, that is पहले मैं आपको ये क्रॉस सेक्शनल व्यू एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ. ये इनर पाइप है एंड ये आउटर पाइप है. Ri is the ID, inner diameter, this is the inner diameter of the inner pipe. Ri is the radius of the inner pipe, Ri, and Ro is the outer radius of the inner pipe, that is outer radius of the inner pipe. So Ri and Ro are the inner and outer radius of the inner pipe. So you can imagine when we have the values of Ri and Ro, we can imagine the uh, inner pipe. We can imagine its a thickness also, as Ro minus Ri can give us thickness. So we can imagine the size of this pipe. Now the next term over here is Ri, capital Ri. We have used capital Ri notation over here for the inner diameter of the outer pipe. The inner diameter of the outer pipe, that is inner radius of the outer pipe. So the inner radius of the outer pipe is that is this radius is indicated as a Ri, capital Ri over here. Hi is the heat transfer coefficient of the fluid in the inner pipe. This Hi is the heat transfer coefficient of the fluid in the inner pipe. Here is a hot fluid in this case. And Ho is the heat transfer coefficient of the fluid in the outer pipe. That is cold heat transfer coefficient for the cold fluid in this case. Now Twi and Two are the temperature of the Tw, that is wall temperature of the inner pipe. Inside, and Twi indicates the inside wall temperature and Two indicates the outside wall temperature. That is, for this inner pipe, the temperature is Twi. The temperature of the inner side of the pipe is Twi, and the temperature of the outer side of the pipe is Two. That is at this point. And To and Ti are the bulk temperatures of the fluids. That is, Ti is the temperature of the hot fluid, that is temperature of the fluid inside the inner pipe, and To is the temperature of the fluid in the outer pipe. And L is the length of the pipe, that is, this is L, length of the pipe, that is length of the pipe that is available for the heat transfer. This is that is L, it is indicated as here. So I hope you understand this arrangement and the notations that are used for the further derivations. Now we will move to the derivation part of this. So we have to calculate the rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid and the cold fluid. To calculate this, as जैसे पहले last video में भी हमने देखा है, we will divide this system into three parts. That is, first we will determine the rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid, that is inside the inner wall fluid, hot fluid, and the wall, the rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid and the wall, the rate of heat transfer through the wall, and the rate of heat transfer from the outer surface of the wall to the outer fluid. uh, in these three steps में हम ये derivation divide करते हैं. अभी the heat transfer between the hot fluid and the surface of the wall will takes place by the convection. The heat transfer between the hot fluid, that is the fluid in this section, and the surface of the wall, that is this and inside this surface of the wall, it will takes place by the convection. So we will write over here the Newton's law of cooling. This is the Newton's law of cooling, and it is Q is equal to Ah delta T. What is Newton's law of cooling? Q is equal to Ah delta T. So Q is the rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid and the surface of the wall. A is the area of the wall available for the heat transfer, and H is the individual heat transfer coefficient of this fluid, that is hot fluid. Hi is the individual heat transfer coefficient for the hot fluid, and Ti minus Twi is the temperature difference between the fluid and the wall. So by using these notations in the Newton's law of cooling, we get this formula: Q1 is equal to AIHI Ti minus Twi. आई होप आपको ये समझ में आया है. यहाँ पे हमने जस्ट न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ कूलिंग यूज किया है, एंड इसके लिए हमने Q इज इक्वल टू ए एच डेल्टा टी ये फॉर्मूला यूज किया है. जस्ट A की वैल्यू के जगह हमने एरिया अवेलेबल फॉर द हीट ट्रांसफर इन दिस केस, दैट इज दिस एरिया AI HI, दैट इज इंडिविजुअल हीट ट्रांसफर कोएफिशिएंट, ये नोटिफिकेशंस यूज किए हैं, एंड डेल्टा टी के लिए TI माइनस TWI ये नोटिफिकेशन यूज किए हैं. Now moving to the next step, अगली next step, moving to the next step, what we are going to do is rate of heat transfer through the pipe wall. We are going to calculate the rate of heat transfer through the pipe wall. As the pipe wall is a solid cylindrical wall, so we are going to calculate the rate of heat transfer between these 2 points by using Fourier's law. So I have written the Fourier's law over here, that is Q2, that is rate of heat transfer through these points is equal to AI K. AI is the area for the heat transfer, K is the thermal conductivity of the metal, and delta T. So I hope you understand this. AI K delta T, TWI minus TW, that is temperature difference between these 2 points. And the next step is, instead of using AI, I have written the formula for the AI, that is formula for the this cylindrical surface, that is 2 pi L upon ln of Rho upon Ri. Instead of AI, only I have written the formula for the AI and get this equation. Now moving further, the third part of derivation is we are going to determine the rate of heat transfer between the solid wall, that is this surface TWO, that is this surface, that is outer surface of the wall, and the outer fluid, and this heat transfer will takes place by the convection. So we will write over here the Newton's law of cooling, that is Q is equal to AH minus TO, AH delta T, and while writing AH delta this term, we will use our notations, that is outer area of the inner pipe that is available for the heat transfer, that is AO, HO, that is heat transfer coefficient of the fluid in the outer pipe, minus TWO into TWO minus TO, that is temperature of the at the surface of the wall minus temperature of the fluid. So यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया है, मैं फिर से एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ. हमें we have to find out the rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid and cold fluid. For that, we will divide the system into three parts, that is rate of heat transfer that takes place between the hot fluid in the inner pipe and the surface of the wall, the rate of heat transfer that takes place through the wall of the inner pipe, and the rate of heat transfer that takes place from the outer surface of the wall to the to the fluid in the outer pipe. So these are the three equations for that rate of heat transfer. And in the first case, that is when the heat transfer takes place between the hot fluid and the surface of the wall will takes place by convection, we have written over here the Newton's law of cooling and used notations as mentioned here. And the heat transfer through this wall will takes place by the conduction. So we have used Fourier's law over here and used the notations as mentioned here, and the rate and the heat transfer from the surface of the wall to the fluid in the outer surface, that is cold fluid, will takes place by the convection. So we have used over here, that is Newton's law of cooling, and we have used the notations over here. So the next step is, at the rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid and the cold fluid will takes place hot rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid and cold fluid is constant, that is it is Q. So the instead of writing Q1, Q2 and Q3, we will mention it just as a Q, and we will write all these three equations. I hope you understood. That's the rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid and cold fluid will be is the same. We have just divided this into these in these three parts for our convenience of calculations. So instead of writing Q1, Q2 and Q3, we will write all these three equations in terms of Q only. So we will get these equations. I hope आपको समझ आया है. इस स्टेप में हमने instead of writing Q1, Q2 and Q3, Q ऐसे लिखा है. Only we have used the term Q, as the rate of heat transfer between the hot fluid and cold fluid is the same and is not different. Q1, Q2, that is Q1, Q2, Q3 is the same. So instead of writing Q1, Q2, Q3, we have written only Q over here. So I hope you are clear till this step. Now we will move to the next step, that is अब हमें ये इक्वेशंस, ये तीनों इक्वेशंस, now we will get these three equations in terms of temperature. We will get these three equations in terms of temperature. That is, हमें क्या करना है, बस टेम्परेचर की टर्म लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में रख के पूरा इक्वेशन अलग से लिखना है. That is, we will get we are just going to rearrange these equations and we are going to get it in terms of temperature. So then we will get these equations. Now the next step is that we are going to add these three equations, that is 1, 2 and 3. We are going to add these three equations. When we add, it's a left hand side, then we will get Ti minus To. That is, when we add these three equations, left hand side of these three equations, we get Ti minus To. As Twi over here has negative sign and Twi over here has positive sign, these two will get cancelled. Two over here has a negative sign and Two over here has a positive sign. That's why these two get cancelled, and so we will get equation in terms of Ti minus To. And when we do the summation of right hand side and take out the term Q, take the term Q outside the bracket, जब हम ये तीन राइट हैंड साइड की समेशन करते हैं एंड Q की टर्म को आउटसाइड द ब्रैकेट लेते हैं, तो हमें ये इक्वेशन मिलता है. We will get this equation. So now as अब हमें ये equation in terms of Q चाहिए. That is, we have to calculate the overall rate of heat transfer. So we want this equation in terms of Q. So we will just rearrange this equation and get it in terms of Q. So we will get this equation, that is Q, we will rate of heat transfer, for overall rate of heat transfer, we will get this equation. Now moving further, instead of using this complicated term, we will indicate it as a UA, that is overall heat transfer coefficient into area. So considering UA is equal to this, we can write the equation for overall heat transfer coefficient as indicated here. I hope आपको ये सारी स्टेप्स समझ में आई है. मैं फिर से रिपीट करती हूँ. ये ये स्टेप्स आने के बाद हमने ये तीनों इस स्टेप में क्या किया है, ये तीनों इक्वेशंस हमने इन टर्म्स ऑफ टेम्परेचर रीअरेंज किए हैं. सो हमें ये इक्वेशन मिले हैं. ये स्टेप आने के बाद हमने समेशन किए हैं, दीज 1, 2 एंड 3 इक्वेशंस की हमने समेशन की है. सो हमें ये इक्वेशन मिला है और ये इक्वेशन आने के बाद हमने इसे फिर से रीअरेंज किया है इन टर्म्स ऑफ Q. In terms of Q, that is in terms of overall in terms of equation, that is overall heat transfer coefficient, and in terms of Q arrange करने के बाद हमें instead of this complicated term, we have written the term UA over here, that is in terms of overall heat transfer coefficient. So we get this equation. I hope you understood till this step, and for exam purpose you have to remember the steps. ये आपको steps याद रखनी है, and even in terms of interview and all, you have to just remember the steps, then you can easily derive this equation. Now we will move to the next slide. So these are the three equations that we have derived from our previous derivation. These are the three equations where Q is the rate of heat transfer between the two fluids, U is the overall heat transfer coefficient, and A is the area of the heat transfer. Now, when we compare the overall heat transfer coefficient for the cylindrical surface with versus overall heat transfer coefficient for the flat wall that we have derived in the our previous video, we can understand that in case of overall heat transfer coefficient, there was only for the flat wall there was only one heat transfer coefficient. But in when we determine the heat transfer coefficient for the cylindrical surface, there are two heat transfer coefficients, that is considering the inside radius and outside radius of the inner pipe. That is, when we consider the inside radius of the inner pipe, we will get the overall heat transfer coefficient, that is ui. And when we consider the outside radius of the inner pipe, that is ro, small ro, then we will get the overall heat transfer coefficient uo. But the rate of heat transfer and the driving force remains same. But even if we consider ui or uo, that is heat transfer coefficient ui, even if we consider ui or uo, that is considering inside radius of the inner pipe or outside radius of the inner pipe, in we will get ui and uo. But the overall rate of heat transfer and the driving force for the heat flow is the same. So, uh, considering that q is equal to uo ao ti minus to, that is in heat transfer coefficient considering the outside diameter into area of the AO, that is area of the outside surface of the cylinder, minus Ti minus into Ti minus To, is equal to Ui Ai Ti minus To. That is, as rate of heat transfer and driving as the rate of heat transfer is the same, even we consider the inside diameter or outside diameter. So we can say that these two equations are same, and that is q is equal to uo ao into Ti minus To is equal to ui ai Ti minus To. आई होप आपको ये समझ में आया है. हम in case of flat when the two fluids are separated by the flat wall, we can calculate only one overall heat transfer coefficient. But when the case is that the two fluids are separated by the cylindrical wall, like we have studied now, in that case we can calculate the two overall heat transfer coefficient. अब दो ओवरऑल हीट ट्रांसफर कोएफिशिएंट कैसे फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं? तो एक ओवरऑल हीट ट्रांसफर कोएफिशिएंट है जो हम आउटसाइड रेडियस ऑफ द आउटसाइड रेडियस, दैट इज आउटसाइड रेडियस ऑफ द इनर पाइप, दैट इज आवर स्मॉल आर ओ, ये कंसिडर करके हम एक ओवरऑल हीट ट्रांसफर कोएफिशिएंट फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. एंड आर आई, स्मॉल आर आई, दैट इज इनसाइड रेडियस ऑफ द इनर पाइप, ये कंसिडर करके हम एक और ओवरऑल हीट ट्रांसफर कोएफिशिएंट फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. एंड ये दोनों के लिए अलग फॉर्मूला, और ये दोनों के लिए कोई भी हीट ट्रांसफर कोएफिशिएंट आप फाइंड आउट कर ले तो ये इन टर्म्स ऑफ दिस फॉर्मूला हम वो लिख सकते हैं. लेकिन overall heat rate of heat transfer and driving force that is required for the heat transfer is same. So ये दोनों किसी भी फॉर्मूला से हम फाइंड आउट करें फिर भी वो सेम ही आएगा. So we have written over here is q, so we have written over here this formula. Now here ui in this case is this term and uo in this case is this term. So even if we find out uo or ui, the overall rate of heat transfer will be same. I hope you understand these terms. So again we will write this equation in terms of the thermal resistance. So Q is equal to UOAO minus into Ti minus To is equal to UiAi Ti minus To. This is our this equation is from our previous slide. So when we get it in terms of the thermal resistance, we will get this equation Ti minus we will get this equation. So we can write thermal resistance as this.